Welcome back to Law and Crime Daily. Our next story takes place in a rural Oklahoma town. Last month, 7 bodies were found on the property of a convicted sex offender, including his own. This week, autopsy reports were released to the public. Authorities believe that 39-year-old Jesse McFadden shot and killed his wife, her 3 teenage children, and 2 of their teenage friends during a sleepover at his Henrietta property. McFadden then turned the gun on himself. Their bodies were discovered by police on May 1st, the same day he was supposed to stand trial for child pornography charges. He already served a 17-year sentence for raping a teenage girl in 2003 and was released from prison in 2020. McFadden reportedly told his mother the day before the murder-suicide that he, quote, was not going back to prison and that he decided to kill himself. Autopsy reports of the victims were released on Wednesday, and I warn you, they are disturbing. All 6 victims were shot in the head with arm and leg abrasions found on the suspect's wife, Holly, and her 3 children. Pathologists also noted that the 2 teenage friends at the property had blunt force injuries to their genital areas. Police and pathologists believe the teens were likely sexually assaulted. The mother of one of the teens is accusing the state of releasing her daughter's autopsy reports to the media before her family. Her attorney called the move by Oklahoma, quote, yet another example of the utter lack of sensitivity to victims and families of victims. Dina, when it comes to releasing the autopsy information, what rights do the families have at this point?
In terms of legal rights, not very much. Once there's a suspicion of somebody dying as a result of a crime, a family can't even prevent an autopsy from happening, never mind the results of them being public. But I think the family makes a very good point about sensitivity. You know, not everything should be legally required. I think this is an ethical, maybe moral requirement to at least have the decency to release the information to the family first, even if it's by 10 minutes. It's something they could have very easily done, even if legally they didn't have to.
Yeah, bring a little humanity and decency into the criminal justice system. Terry, do you think this horrific crime could have been prevented?
I don't know if it could have been prevented, but he was serving already for sexual assault almost 2 decades. And the purpose of putting people behind bars is not just to punish them, but hopefully to rehabilitate them as well. And you would hope that before they let him out, there's some sort of psychological evaluation to determine whether or not it's okay to put him back in the community. Clearly it was not. Clearly he told his mother that he wanted to kill himself. Now, granted, he did not say he wanted to kill others, but he sexually assaulted others. He killed his entire family and then himself. So this is one of those cases where you think maybe something should have been done.
Yeah, absolutely. And our thoughts and prayers goes out to those victims and those families.